I'm good, thank you. How about
Good.
you?
I'm good as well. Where are you from?
I'm calling from Brazil, uh,
Where in Brazil?
Recife, Pernambuco. Have you ever heard of it?
Sifi, is that in the Northeast? Where is that?
Northeast from Brazil.
Uh,
Yes, but I'm currently living. I work in Recife, but I currently living in a small town close to Recife, called uh, Limoeiro.
mhm, yeah.
It's far from Recife, 2 hours by
Oh,
car.
so how often do you have to go to Sifi?
Okay, I stay in Recife. I stay in Recife during the week,
Right, right.
um, but I come back house on the weekend.
Okay.
Because
And
in the past I commuted, but
yeah, that,
nowadays I no not anymore.
yeah, that's too hard. That
Yeah, and you, man, where do you live?
um well, right now I'm in Florida and I'm from Florida. But I go to university in North Carolina in the United States. And
Yeah,
then I also go to Texas because my brother lives in Texas. So I kind of go. I live in all three places, sort of. Um, but I speak English and Spanish.
yeah.
I lived in Spain.
I saw in your profile.
Okay, yeah,
You speak four language,
yeah.
right?
I falo um pouco português também, mas
That
não muito.
that's amazing, man.
Yeah,
You know the struggle with learning
right,
another language.
right. Yeah, it's not easy, and I
It's
mean,
not easy.
no, it's not easy at all. But the I think the key is just to like try to talk as much as possible and like not be afraid of messing up. And also just I think the important thing is also to surround yourself with people who will correct you. Like when you make
Yeah.
mistakes and like not be afraid to correct you.
No,
And
no, 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 no,
yeah.
no.
So
I I would like to correct me in during this conversation. Um, I have been studying English for only 2 years, and I wish to. Actually, I hired my exchange for London in September, but due the COVID-19, I need to postpone next year.
so so you like registered for an exchange. Uh
In English, exchange in English.
Okay. And what is the exchange? Would you go um like why would you go to London or London?
Yeah, yeah. I hired an exchange English exchange during 1 month for improving my English conversation, my listening. You know, improving my English skills and immerse in the culture. You know,
Uh, yeah, yeah. And yeah,
because I've never been abroad.
right. Never in your life. Have
No,
you,
no,
so no other countries?
no, no.
Okay. Yeah, so I
So far, no.
yeah. What about around Brazil? Where have you been traveled around Brazil?
Yes, in Brazil, yes. I've been in São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro,
Mhm.
and what else? Salvador, and Maceió.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know.
my So the way I learn Portuguese at school, or I take it at university, but my classes are it's a little bit different because I don't have a professor, no teacher. I just have a conversation partner who I talk to for 3 hours a week. Um, and she's from Belo Horizonte, or
Yeah.
what would you say, Horizonte in
Belo Horizonte.
Horizonte? Yeah,
Belo
um,
Horizonte, yes. In
yeah,
Minas
but
Gerais. Minas Gerais. Yeah.
right, yeah, the state, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
state.
but I also talked to someone from so my I also talked to someone from Rio, so the accent is so different. Like,
Yeah.
um, it's so different. That sounds like Portuguese, and I hate Portuguese.
There is a huge difference between accent in like Rio de Janeiro and Pernambuco.
Yeah,
Huge difference.
difference. And then Sao Paulo, as well. Yeah,
São Paulo student,
yeah,
the accent is different, but in the accent in US is different too,
yeah.
right?
Not as
Uh,
much as Brazil. Like, not as much as Brazilian Portuguese. There's not as much variety.
yeah,
But there is differences, or there are differences. So like in the South of the United States, so I'm from the South, but
yeah,
I don't have a super strong Southern accent,
yeah,
but I talk very slowly. Like that's just
yeah,
part of the accent.
yeah.
So that's one thing I have from the South, but like in the North they talk very fast, and like certain cities have like little things like the Boston accent is very different, and then
And New York too.
yeah,
I've talked with a girl from New York, and uh, her accent is quite
mm-hmm,
different. Uh,
yeah,
than you no
yeah, than yours.
than
Her
yours, yeah, than
accent,
yours,
yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, so New York City has within the city it has a ton of different accents.
yeah, and her speaks more fact
Yeah, she
speaks
speaks faster,
more fast, yeah,
faster,
faster, yeah,
and um,
faster
yeah,
than you, faster than you,
yeah.
yeah.
Um,
And I have a trouble with slangs and phrasal verbs
okay.
because I think I am pre-intermediate level in English. I
Mm,
think.
like B1. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say you're like B1 to 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's how I mean, yeah. Because I can tell because I'm in different ones in different languages, so I know what they like, what they are. But
Yeah.
um, yeah,
And
so
oh,
go ahead.
you how long have you been teaching on italki
Not
for
long.
English? Mm.
I've been teaching. So I teach Spanish classes not through italki, but at university. So I teach 2 classes a week.
Are
Which
you fluent in Spanish?
yeah, but
Yeah.
but
Are
then
you fluently in Spanish, in Portuguese? No.
fluent in Spanish and English. But I'd say
Yeah.
I'm like B1 Portuguese, B1 or
Yeah.
2, and then German. I'm technically B1. Like I passed the B1 exam,
Yeah.
but I can't speak it. Like it's German is
German.
hard to speak, so
Still good.
I don't know if it's like fair to say that I'm B1 in German, but I technically am because I passed the test. So
Yeah.
like
Can I say tough?
yeah, tough. Yeah,
Tough. Yeah.
it's yeah,
It's tough.
yeah.
Uh,
It's the grammar is. ridiculous. It's just yeah.
It's it's not it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's I struggle. Tell me. Okay, I talked to you a little bit about myself,
Hmm.
and I am 33 years old, and I'm graduated in business administration, and I have a master's degree in public administration, and I work in a public university here in Brazil. I work with public procurement and building maintenance, you know, in the university. And I, I actually, I am a public servant here in Brazil.
Okay. Uh, so wait, you work in is it like city development? What is your area of?
Uh, Business administration.
Okay.
I,
And
I am a finance coordinator. You
okay.
know,
Okay.
yeah, and you know, I like swimming. I learned to like English. I study every day
Mm,
and watching TV series and podcasts. I love
mhm,
podcasts, and you know, I intend to go London to expand my mind and maybe change my mindset uh, and to be fluent in English.
mhm.
I hope.
And so you've been learning English for 2 years, but have you always taught it to yourself? Did you ever take any English classes?
Yeah. I am I am in a private English here in Brazil
Yeah.
during the week, 2 hours per day.
Oh wow.
You
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
Uh, But here in Brazil, learning another language is more expensive,
Mm, yeah.
too expensive.
Yeah. It's yeah, it's definitely expensive. I teach so one of the teachers or sorry, one of the people that I teach is a English teacher in
Yeah,
Brazil, but
yeah,
she just talks to me because she wants to have like a perfect accent.
yeah,
Um, but I mean, she speaks her English is amazing, but she's explained to me how like the English like there's English schools outside of schools, so like a lot of kids will sorry, I say like a lot because young people in America say like a lot. It sounds it's you shouldn't say like, but like is like cheapo, like it's our word for that, you
yeah.
know. So
You know, I studied in a public school in the past in my when I was a child, and my class of English is horrible,
mhm,
horrible. And you know, I didn't in the past I didn't used to study English often because I thought English it was very boring, you know.
mhm,
But nowadays I realize that English is essential for my career, my personal development, you know. Um, uh, to be fluent in English, I can read some interesting books. Uh, I can speak with many people around the world and to know different cultures and different type of kind of
mhm.
persons. Yeah,
Type
you
type
know,
of people.
kind of people and I love it.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of feel the same way about about learning languages, because I think honestly the thing that gets you to be the most inspired to learn a language is connecting with people uh, from another country. So for me, when I part of the reason I learned Portuguese so quickly, like
Yeah.
I've only taken Portuguese not even a full year, but I'm already like B1, or honestly I'm like B2 in Portuguese, and it's because I learned it by talking to people, and then also through italki I take classes, and the people I meet on italki, like I love talking to them, and whenever I finish my like lesson, I I feel like I have to keep learning. Like I have to study so that way I can like talk more with and not sound. Maybe it's like I don't want to sound stupid or something. So it's like a fear of sounding stupid that makes me learn. But yeah, I really like it.
This level is a challenge because uh, I don't know, passar esse
Yeah,
level
yeah.
is more difficult and to how can I say that,
So yeah,
advanced, to go advanced,
it's more difficult to push to another
to
level.
push another level. Yes, in this level, people in generally, how can I say, fracassam, desistem,
Fail, fail.
fail. In this level,
hmm Yeah, they
more
stop.
people fail. Yeah,
And usually when in language learning, it's like from A1 to A2, it's like pretty you go like up a lot, or it's easy to go up. So A1 to A2, then A2 to B1 is like that. But then once you get to B1, then you like are stay at B1 a long time, because
yeah,
it takes a long time to become familiar enough with the language to be able to speak it and like recall everything and all the grammar
yeah.
correctly. So
Vocabulary in some subjects.
yeah, that's why like on my profile I say that like I'm supposed to only take students. I guess I'm not. I want to only take students that are like B1 ish and up, because I think before that, to to progress you need to memorize a ton of vocab, and you need to like study the grammar. But then once you're at B1, the way you learn and push is through talking, conversation. So
Yeah,
but yeah, I think it's great. I think italki is like the perfect language learning platform.
yeah.
Platform. Platform is like
Platform. Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
yeah. Uh,
I
anyway,
love I love it. I love it. This platform.
yeah. Another good way, or I think that something that's really helped me is music. Like listening to a lot of music, and
Yeah.
that helped me with Portuguese a lot too, because I got into like Arlindo Cruz, the samba,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Samba, samba. Yeah,
and also like MPB music, like I don't know the popular ones, just like not really like specific artist in MPB, but
uh,
MPB, right? Yeah.
MPB, 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 MPB. Yeah,
Um, yeah, but just like the popular songs, and also with Spanish, that was the primary way I mean, and growing up in Florida, I had a lot of Spanish speaking friends, so it's just like I always spoke Spanish. Like I was always able to speak Spanish with people.
mhm.
But music is also like the thing that got me most passionate about learning.
Yeah.
So do you listen to?
Latin music is so good.
Yeah, it,
Yeah.
it is. It really is. Do you listen to a lot of English, American, or any type of music that's English?
Yes, I listen. I listen. Uh, but nowadays, I really like Coldplay. but I don't know. Coldplay is from
It's from
from
US, I think.
US.
Yeah. Coldplay. So Coldplay is like
I love you too. But I saw when I saw your profile. You you from Carolina, you know,
North Carolina.
North Carolina, and I remembered Ray Charles. Ray
Rich.
Charles, and I love the Ray Charles biography.
Hmm. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. 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 So um. Yeah. I don't know. Music. Uh. So in the American states, I'd say like all the states are pretty similar, except for with like a few exceptions. Like Texas is just pretty different. New York City is like a different, but like North Carolina and Florida are like the same.
yeah, yeah. Texas, the culture, and I have a question game with you. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
I now. Sorry.
I have a question game with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, I separated in teams
Okay.
and like politics, language, personal insults,
Insults.
past personal insults.
Insults.
No, insults no. Okay.
Issues.
Yeah.
Issues.
Issues, personal issues. Questões pessoais. Culture and society.
Okay.
You can you choose the team? Politics, COVID-19, language, culture, society.
Um. Culture and society.
Culture and society. Okay, yeah, it's a good question. What are the cultural aspects that most characterize your country?
Um. Hmm. Oh, that's tough. Well, gosh, cultural aspects. So I'd say I identify more with like Southern culture, which is a little bit different, but like very um, hospitable. So Southern hospitality.
Yes, like Brazil. Brazil
Brazil,
is more hospitality.
right?
How can I pronounce hospitality?
Hospitality has
Hos-
definitely,
hospitality.
yeah. Brazil
Yeah,
definitely has a lot of hospitality,
yeah,
but
yeah.
in the South of America, that's a big thing too. Just like taking care of guests. Also, our food is a little bit different from like everywhere else. We actually have like a food culture. So I don't know. There's a lot of foods that I could tell you that like are very specific to the South. Um, and then let's see, I don't know. There's a lot of stereotypes about America, but the ones that are true are very friendly,
Yeah.
like especially in the South, very friendly, always smile.
Okay, it's frozen, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, okay. Yes, I hear you.
Is the screen frozen now?
So. I think my internet is so bad today.
It's okay. Um,
Okay,
as long as you can hear me, I guess that's the important.
yeah. But now I don't hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
Okay. Um, yeah. Maybe those things. Friendly, hospitable food.
Okay, that another question. Another question. Language, personal, politics, COVID-19.
Personal issues.
Yeah. Okay, personal. What is your life aspiration or biggest dream?
Um, Gosh. Well, I
Yeah,
want to be.
it's a
So I
tough.
don't know. I mean, and professionally, I want to be a lawyer. So I'm applying to law school. In the United States, we have law school is like after
Yeah,
college.
yeah,
So I'm applying to law school. So like the life goal, I want to be a lawyer, a successful lawyer, working like
yeah.
big law. But then
Law. Yeah. Do you study law
no,
nowadays?
so in undergraduate, which is the 4 years, your
Yeah.
bachelor's.
Yeah.
Um, so in undergraduate, you don't really study law. You study like politics or history, or
Yeah.
you can really study anything you want if you want to go to law school. But you can study anything you want because the important thing is we have a test. It's called the
Yeah.
LSAT, and that's the test that determines if you get into a good law school. And that,
Yeah.
so, but
I got it.
what you study in college doesn't really matter. But I study politics and history because that's what I.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
yeah, but then I'll go to study law next. So I have one more year of college, and then I'll go to study law after that. But
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 20.
20. Only
Yeah.
20.
But I'm like a year advanced, like more advanced.
Yeah.
I'm about to graduate college. Most people are 22, 21 or 2 when they graduate. Or most people are 22 when they graduate. I'll be 20. I'll have just turned 21.
Yeah.
So,
I got it.
um, yeah,
That's interesting. Yeah. That's awesome. Another questions?
sure.
Question?
Yeah, another question.
Politics, COVID-19,
Politics.
politics. Okay. What do you think about social policies in your country? Is there much social inequality?
Um, yeah, I don't know. It's complicated. It's always complicated, but
Yeah.
um,
Here in Brazil, it's more
yeah,
complicated than US.
yeah. I think there is. It really depends, like what type of social like
Yeah.
issue, like
Yeah.
healthcare. There's a
Yeah.
lot of inequality
Yeah.
in terms of like freedoms of speech and stuff like that, um, and freedom to do what you
I
want.
think this crisis shows more uh, the social insults.
Yeah, so like race or what? There's problems with race.
Yes, increase the social inequality. This crisis, you know.
Can you type that word?
Okay.
Crisis.
Um, this crisis, quarantine or this crisis increase.
Price. Oh,
No,
crisis.
No,
Increase. Oh,
increase.
increase. Oh, like
Increase
yeah,
social inequality is correct? No.
yeah. There's okay. So there's an increase in like the wage gap. So like
Yeah,
more
yeah,
people. There's economic inequality.
yeah,
There's more economic inequality. Social inequality, I think, is getting like decreasing.
yeah,
So I mean, the there's there's some problems with like with the justice like equality under the legal system, but not. It's really not that bad. Like especially when you compare it to other countries. Um, like everybody generally has the same protection under the law. The problem is that a lot of poor people can't afford like good lawyers and good representation. But
Yeah,
like that's really the only issue. Like if they had good lawyers, like the
yeah,
actual system works. It's just the quality of lawyers and like just a lot of poor people and people that commit a lot of crimes tend to be poor too, and they just can't afford good lawyers that can like give them good advice and help them and
yeah.
understand the how to work this system. But yeah.
Please, George, can you tell me a little bit about the situation, the COVID-19 situation in the US? How do you do? How is your routine
Yeah.
during this quarantine?
So the quarantine, it really depends where in the US you are. For so I'm in the South, and so for I was in Texas for the past 2 months. And in Texas, well, everybody pretty much quarantined
Yeah,
for the month of um like end of April and May. April and May, everybody pretty much quarantined.
yeah,
Uh, but then now Florida and Texas, some southern states, Georgia, like they're open again. So uh, stores are open, restaurants are open. There's still like some things that are still like quarantined. Like restaurants can't have as many people as they had before inside the restaurant. Um, and you have to wear masks sometimes.
yeah.
At some places, you have to wear masks. But
So,
like in Jacksonville, where in Florida, where I'm from, like the beaches have been open
yeah,
whole time, and people go to the beach like all the time. So like that hasn't really changed. Um, but it's really bad in like New York City. Like they will be quarantined for months. Like they will not stop quarantining until at least August or September.
yeah. In Brazil as well, São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, and are in lockdown.
Mm,
In Recife too, in lockdown.
right.
It's so difficult because in Brazil has favelas and
Hmm.
mm, much poor people.
A lot of
You know what I mean? A lot of poor people.
yeah, and
It's
and also
I'm really concerned about this situation, the whole situation.
right. And
Mm,
Brazil also Brazilians are just it's more of a touchy culture. So
okay,
touchy means um
touching
like you touch each other to,
other.
to show emotion like you a lot of hugs,
Yeah,
kisses, touching each other like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and so that's hard too.
People love hug and kisses, and uh, we are um, quite hospitality.
Hosp-
Yeah,
hosp- so the adjective
hospitality,
so the adjective is hospitable.
hospitable.
So we are like hospitable or like
We
giving
are
a lot
we
of
are hospitable.
yeah.
Yeah, hospitable. Yeah. Okay, another question. Another
Uh,
question. Politics.
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 Okay.
It's a good question. Uh, I don't know. It's about politics, but about Brazil. Uh, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of Brazil?
Um. Well, a very romantic, like that's the stereotype of Brazilians is just very romantic. people.
Romantic. Yeah. Okay.
Romantic. You know what that means? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's very romantic people, and then like, also like bikini type of like, because all the like beauty. So there's like a Brazilian bikini wax, like all the beauty stuff is called Brazilian. Like, it's a Brazilian butt lift. Do you know what a Brazilian butt lift is?
But no, I don't know.
Oh, that's not how you spell Brazilian. Okay, Brazilian, but spelled correctly. Butt lift. It's like a plastic surgery. Do you know what that is? Surgery. Um,
Surgery?
surgery. Yeah, surgery to make you prettier for beauty.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
know.
so a Brazilian butt lift is like when your butt, like bringing it,
Yeah.
like big butt. So
Yeah.
it's
I got it. I got it.
and yeah, so beautiful, romantic. It's more of like people. Like, it's more the stereotypes, or like the things that come to mind are more about the people.
Yeah. Yes.
And
Different. The U.S. U.S. People. American is more serious,
mhm.
and I think disciplined
Disciplines.
disciplines have discipline.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, discipline.
Yeah, I think Brazilian guys is
It's warm.
warm,
Uh,
warm,
uh,
warm,
Brazilian. Um,
caloroso.
yeah, the weather.
Yeah, yeah, caloroso,
Yeah, yeah. People. Yeah, warm.
warm,
People think of the beaches. And like, yeah,
warm.
and
Yeah,
carnival or carnival.
yeah.
I don't know, stuff like
Car-
that.
Carnival.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
So,
And okay, yeah, if I go your country one day, what should I visit and what is the best place ever in your view?
um, okay. Well, the biggest things that represent America are like Disney World,
Yeah,
um, and then New York City, like the Statue of Liberty. But I don't. Those are very, very touristy, touristy, and expensive, and I don't think they're actually like. I mean, maybe Disney World, but if you have a lot of money, then Disney World.
yeah.
But um, but I think the best places to go are like Washington D.C. if you like history.
I
Uh,
love politics. I love politics.
yeah, I would go. Then I would go to Washington D.C. They have great museums and just
Museums. Yeah, yeah,
history, historical monuments.
yeah,
Uh, and then also Boston if you like history.
yeah.
Boston is a great city for history. But then if you like nature and like more like active stuff, then and if you like food a lot, if you really like food, Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
That's
Portland in or Oregon.
yeah, Oregon. Yeah,
South
yeah,
part of America
Oregon. Oregon. It's in the
or
north,
Middle West? No,
the northwest, northwest.
Northwest. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
and or if you really like I don't know, pop culture, like American movies and American music, and well, actually, if you like American movies and stuff, California, maybe Los Angeles, Hollywood. Um, and if you really like music, then Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee.
So
Yeah,
it really just depends what you like, because there's like cultural cultural centers,
yeah.
um, for different things. So just depends what you like.
Yeah, I really like politics and nature, and I intend to visit United States one day,
Yeah.
and that's that's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
And can you give me some types about how can I improve more my English skills, and can you give me feedback about this class?
Yep. Sure. So in terms of just general tips, I think it's really important to study. Yeah, like you had a great you took advantage of. You know what that means?
Yeah.
You
In,
took
yeah, in Brazil is vantagem. You know, vantagem.
yeah.
Yeah,
You took advantage of this class. Like
yeah,
asking questions, actively listening, and just trying to communicate, and
yeah,
really that. But then outside of class, so like all the words, like new words, I would make sure you because these are going to be words that you're going to use because
yeah,
you had to use them in this class, so you're probably going to use them in the future. So make sure you like I make a Quizlet or something, some way to review the words, or before like the next class or whatever, before another class, look back at your list from the previous class. And then if there's a grammar like concept, oh,
okay.
uh, if
Can you hear
sorry,
me? Yeah,
yep, yep.
okay.
If there's a grammar like concept or maybe a tense like past tense, future tense, subjunctive, if
Okay.
there's a tense that you feel like you're not strong in, then ask the people on italki to like ask you questions about using that tense, you know, like if say if you struggle with conditional, then
Yeah,
I would you can tell me like I want to practice focus on that conditional, and then I'll ask you questions like if you could live in any other country, like and you had to leave Brazil, which would you want to live in, you know,
yeah, yeah,
and then if you ask about that before you enter the class, make sure you study that grammar, like study it before, and then so when you're corrected, you can understand the mistakes that you're making.
yeah.
Okay, and then I have some
Like like
pronunciation.
like the conditional questions. It's correct if you go or if you could. No.
If you well if you that's
If no, oh if I go, I ask I ask it. If I go your country, is correct? No.
no. if if I went to
Yeah. If I went,
if
to
I
your country. Yeah. Yeah. It's
if I went
yeah.
um I so I try like I try to listen to big issues, like big grammar issues, like concepts that I feel like you don't understand. So if it's just sometimes if it's just like one word but I still understand everything you said, then I won't like correct you. Because I'm just like trying to think of other so okay, so now I'll do what I normally do. So I usually what I do is I make a list of words that I've heard that you mispronounce, and we'll go over that list at the end of the class and practice pronunciation. And then
Yeah.
if there's a grammar like concept, or
Concept.
I can point that out. But usually I don't teach. I'm not qualified to teach like how to conjugate verbs, or because I never learned that in English, so I can't really like I
Yeah.
know how to explain it. But okay, so let's do some pronunciation. Um,
Culture.
culture,
Culture.
Cul-
Culture. Yeah. Culture. Culture.
culture.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
No problem.
It's really important. It's really important for me. Culture, culture.
And then this next one.
With,
Okay, so the th sound
with,
is
with,
with
with, with.
with. You a lot of because in Portuguese you don't have this sound, so a lot of Brazilian people
With.
that are learning English they say an f sound like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's not right. So with.
yeah.
Okay.
Learned.
So the ed is not like a separate syllable, so it's
Yeah.
learned.
Learn, learn.
Same
Yeah.
with like anything like that. So
Culture, culture. With. Learner.
learned.
Learned, learned.
Yeah, it's
Learn.
one syllable. One syllable. Try
Call,
the called.
call,
Yeah.
call.
Okay.
Yeah, call. Didn't,
Didn't.
didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, good. That was good. Um,
Team,
theme.
theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Culture with learner, learned,
learned.
learned, called, didn't, theme.
Theme. Yeah. And see, when I heard that the first time, I thought you said team.
Team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the theme.
Theme, theme,
And so yeah.
theme. It's really difficult.
Yeah. No, I know.
Politics,
Politics.
politics.
Good. That
Yeah,
was good.
yeah, politics. Discipline,
Discipline.
discipline, discipline.
Discipline. Good.
Really, really good practice, man. Thank you so much. Tips,
Tips. That was good. Tips.
skills.
Skills. That was good. You pronounced that good. Really good.
Yeah,
And then just one, two like one is a word choice thing, and the other is like a grammar thing. So listen. Well, so it's yeah. I'll do like first. I don't know. Listen. So listen is always listen to.
listen to,
Yeah. So let me edit
listen, listen, listen,
to. So I always listen to music. Yeah.
listen to music. Yeah,
Like because in
I
Portuguese it's
forgot.
yeah. No, you're good. In Portuguese, it's not like that. It's escutar música, or
Yeah, yeah,
there's no nothing in between that. But in English, there's always you always listen to something.
yeah.
Um, and then but then here is like oh yeah
Here.
yeah
Yeah,
it's that's not there's not a to there. It's just I hear. It's like the same thing as is it
yeah.
or what is the Portuguese ouvir? Ouvir.
Escutar, escutar.
Ah,
Here, escutar.
it's always escutar.
Ouvir,
Ouvir.
too.
Yeah. Okay. So
Ouvir.
here is like ouvir.
Yeah,
That's when you.
here is, yeah, yeah.
And then last thing you said. So just the hired. You said I hired a interchange. So
Yeah,
hired means like it's only when you hire someone for a job. So like
yeah.
I'm hiring like a man.
I yes, hired, I think means contract.
Right.
Contract.
Right.
Yeah, contract.
So
I paid
yeah. So
my exchange. Yes, registered.
registered is the word for like sign up.
Registered. Yeah, registered.
Registered.
Regist- registered. It's so difficult, man.
Good.
Registered.
G.
Some words with ed sound. It's really tough. for Brazilian guys?
Okay, so it sounds like this: registered, stirred.
Registered.
Yeah, registered.
Registered.
And that
Yeah.
that's when you sign up, or like you register for an interchange, or you register for I don't know, something else. You sign up for something.
Yeah.
Uh,
Man, have you ever been Brazil? To Brazil?
no,
No.
I haven't. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, man. When
Sorry.
okay,
Anyway,
man. I really like my this class today. Really like. When you come to Brazil, you can visit me. Visit
yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If I ever,
Você pode vir nos visitar aqui em Pernambuco.
okay, perfecto.
Sinta-se convidado.
Sim. Claro. Okay.
Okay.
That
Thank
was
you, man. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.
yeah, that was really nice to meet you.
Really nice to meet you too.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, man. Bye.